All right, I got lots of time save. Except you can't see it because I lost my splits. All right. Do I need another Deca stick? What was I gonna use a Deca stick for? I don't remember. I was gonna use a Deca stick for something. I thought I was only gonna use one. What's up, Mute Navi? Thanks for good luck. Oh, that's right, Dotso. But I can just do the stickless strat for Baronade. That's fine. I was doing it for restricted already, so I know how it goes. I do need the stick for Castle Owl skip anyway. After Baronade. Oh, I should have practiced trial skip. I think I remember how that goes though. 2 crouch stabs, backflip, 1 ESS right, backflip, and then jump slash on either the last hover boots frame or the first falling frame. That should be what it is. Yeah, I'll have to skip it both times beforehand. We'll see. Oh, speaking of, do I have a metronome on hand? I do. I didn't practice bongo. I knew it. I knew there was something important. What's up, Blue? You hear us say, what's up? And maybe more. All right. I await the maybe more with bated breath. Metronome Weird Champ. Listen, I don't know if you've ever tried a weapon swap owl skip, but it is not easy. Weapon swaps owl skips are so rough. Hey, Kenny. Doing pretty good, man. Thanks. 300 BPM every 4th frame. You have to have done a glitchless speedrun before April 1st, 2021, and submitted it to speedrun.com, Blue. Yep, still up for another week and a half. Can you bet on the owl skip? I guess so. We can do it during the Deca cutscene. Alright, pretty decent split. Yes, Blue, that's what I do. I make sure to employ all the best voter intimidation tactics I can. Oh, interesting. That kind of kills the vine tech skip if I have my sword out. Ah, bad camera. Has the route changed? No, not really. Pretty much the same thing I did last time, except ditching those crazy forest temple boosts in favor of just getting the floor master key. Oh yeah, I just lost my splits because I'm dumb and bad. And Windows decided to fuck me up. All of this stuff? I mean, there's not too much stuff. It's mostly just hover boosting and out of bounds, to be honest. But I do think those are going to be allowed, yeah. Hey, Nolly, thanks. Movie night and race room, what were you watching? I think I'm gonna route in that heart piece, or that heart container for sure, because it's too hard to not take damage in Child Spirit. So if you only have 1.5 hearts from now until Child Spirit, you're like, there's no way. All runnable categories placed on a spectrum of allowed glitchiness. Interesting. I could list them for you right now. There's glitchless restricted, glitchless unrestricted, then GSR probably, then MST, then all dungeons and 100%, and then come the SRM categories. I guess no wrong warp with SRM. No wrong warp comes before all dungeons and hundo. And then all dungeons and hundo. Then no wrong warp with SRM. Then the other SRM categories. And then any percent. I was just talking about main leaderboard categories, though. Elliptic. True. True, Kenny. Okay. Predictions up. Dude, look at this ratio of believers to non-believers. 10K versus 190. There we go. Some people getting in on that ratio. Voting no. Now it's 50-50. How often do I get Owl Skip? It's probably around 50-50. It's a very good thing to vote on. Maybe a little better than 50-50, I don't know. Alright, you got like 15 seconds left to vote. Get it in. Oh, 72K! Who just voted like 60K on yes? Oh my god, Dotso looking to win big right now. And another 50K! You guys are crazy. No is the hot bet right now. Huge gains if you win with no. Alright, it's locked in. Would I ban prolific members of my chat if I found out there was an unscrupulous channel point voting rigging system? Dude, I handle my channel point voting with the utmost rigor. There will be no vote rigging in this chat. Yo, McGuffin, thanks for good luck. Alright, here we go. Let's turn on that metronome. Get ready with the cat jams. Easy every time, dude. Choose outcome prediction. Yes, Danny will get the first owl skip. Man, they make you click, like, several times to close it. Yes, I'm sure. As if channel points are the most important thing in the world. My God, these mini pineapples are just on their way to mess me up. Yo, Link, thanks for good luck. Alrighty, it's time to do a nice little Coco jump. Everyone's favorite trick from 2004. Okay. I should not hold target when I try to lift it, because otherwise, if he's on a bad bounce cycle, I'll just roll right through him. Yeah, the Coco runs real fast. Couldn't remember if this frame works or not, so I'm gonna go one more. My goodness. Coco jump is awkward. Awkward trick. If you're in the middle of the fence, they can't catch you at night. That's why it's important to get it done before daytime, because in the daytime, they'll catch you from, like, fucking anywhere. I was not trying to target the chicken, I was trying to target the fence, but the chicken was in the way. It's not new, it's just potentially newly allowed in Glitchless Unrestricted, because it goes out of bounds, which is something that was never allowed before, but we're voting on it now. Because it seems silly to ban going somewhere that you can get to without glitches. No, I'd say early Forest Basement is harder, because you can't pause buffer a lot of it, because of the mid-air cutscene items. Yeah, that's right, Sai. If the vote goes through. Unbuffered gate skip is impossible. An unbuffered forest elevator skip is very hard, but I mean, I've done it before several times, so. Yeah, because when I did it the first time, I thought it was impossible. I thought it was way too hard. It turned out that doing it unbuffered actually felt easier than doing it buffered, because you don't break your rhythm. It offers an interesting perspective about doing tricks RTA, is that sometimes pause buffering is just not even better. My goodness, this room is a clusterfuck. Unbuffered recoil flip in DC is also hard, but I've done that too. Oh my god. Oh, I meant that to get that blue rupee. Let me get that actually. I want that. Okay. I want the rupees, Diamond Flash, from the Anubis. It is very hard to have good health here. I imagine I just save warp now. I guess I should have equipped there. Although I have to save warp again anyway, so it doesn't matter. Unbuffered Big Octo Skip is hard, but it's also just 2 buttons, you know? Like, the big challenge with that is the analog stick movement to line up properly and like pulling the bomb at the right time and stuff, and all that is done unbuffered anyway. Once you get to the part where you buffer in midair, it's just R and B, 1 frame apart. And timing that is tough, but there aren't too many elements to mess up. Okay, Requiem is done. I wish I had my splits from last time, dude. It'd be fun to compare. Okay. $100 Stalfo-sized Ganons would be very hard because you can't roll under his legs, which is like the main strat. So I would go with the Ganon-sized Stalfos for sure. Imagine trying to fight a ton of little Ganons while they're trying to spin and hide their tail from you. That would be brutal. I'm going this way, right. Oh, wait. Owl skip number 2. Dang. Yeah, if you talk to it, it's gone forever. Yeah, this route's very weird. It's very weird. I'm gonna miss the pickup. I need to make sure I get ahead of it. Okay. I'm on a time of day timer though, elliptic. I need to make it to Zelda before nighttime. I need to get this after Silver Skin. I do not remember the context of that quote from 2016, sorry. Yeah, people added quotes a lot more often in the early days. Or maybe I was just funnier in the early days, you never know. Mods can add quotes. But that's always been the case. Fewer mods around? Maybe. A lot of my mods don't hang out very often. What's that quote? I was clenching because something scary happened in my speedrun. Dude, I'm way better at that trick than I deserve to be. Oh god. What the fuck? That was the craziest pattern I've ever seen. A free right side is so weird. It is very hard to play OT without glitches. If you wanted to, like, take a very restrictive view of what a glitch is, glitches happen all the time, and you aren't even aware of them. Like, if you wanted to do a speedrun, not just without useful glitches, but without any glitches, that would probably be very hard. I'm trying to think. Like, you wouldn't be able to stab your sword. You wouldn't be able to take bomb damage. Or any damage that does multiple hits. It would be very hard to avoid every glitch, useful or not. I'm sure there's so many glitches in the camera, Pascaldi. Like little things that weren't meant to happen that we just treat as how it works now. You know how damage recoil works in Majora's Mask, Link? You like fly backwards kind of far, as if it's like sort of pushing you a little bit. That's how it's meant to work in OOT. So like when you roll into a damage source and we get that like repeated damage sound that leads to hessing and stuff, that's not supposed to happen. Yeah, they patched it, and that's why Majora's Mask works different. Not bad, Kenny. I'm taking it slow. I've been learning Majora's Mask. I'm like halfway through the Glitchless Any % run of Majora's Mask. It's been really fun so far. I was planning on doing Majora's Mask stuff last stream, but I was feeling kind of sick this weekend. Still not 100%. But, yeah, I missed last stream because of that. But we'll get back to MM pretty soon. I just finished learning Snowhead, which was a fun dungeon. Hopefully sooner than July. I'm hoping I can attempt a full run of MM by the end of May. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool, man. I'm excited. And MM is a good one to start with because it won't knock my ego down that far because I'm already decent at MM because I'm good at OOT. What's up, Diplodocus? No, I didn't apply to GDQ. I don't really have anything that I think they'd be interested in. Probably not 2D stuff, no. It's not really my cup of tea. I've applied to almost every GDQ since I got in 2016, and they've turned me down every time. So, I don't know. I've been kind of not feeling applying anymore. Right through that lever. Look, my glitchless run is dead. Yeah, in 2016, I did glitchless at GDQ. Yeah, there was like 3 or 4 different occasions where ZFG and I both submitted something, and they take him every time, so I don't know. I mean, like, it's obvious that ZFG is going to bring in the viewers, and that makes sense. So, I've taken the hint. I don't know if ZFG submitted anything. Oops. The heck was that? Something fell out of the cabinet? It was a very weird sound.
What?
Coming through the headphones, it sounded weird.
Me screaming?
Oh, is that what it was? Okay, I thought that was just the sound of the thing falling. That's why I was so confused.
I was surprised. Thanks for saying I make weird sounds.
All right, this cycle is already dead. I'm not even gonna try it. Let's go straight for the ladder. Does Michelle still run Odyssey? Not so much, no. Her hands started hurting, so she's been a little wary of that. I might take damage here, dang. Okay, nice.
I haven't been forgotten.
Yeah, I also was trying Odyssey for a bit, and my hands were also hurting. It's a very painful game because of the constant shaking of the controller. I want that. I'll take the heart, too. Definitely a game for teenagers who can take it on their wrists. My god, my angle was bad. That was scary. Okay, let's line this up a little bit. Good. What's up, consultant? I lost my splits because I got a Windows update like right after I did my run. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay, good. I landed on the nose just in case. There's no place to get those 20 rupees for free, Diplodocus. This is the fastest place to get them. Oh god. I thought that Case got stunned, but he did not. I don't have any day cycles where I can waste time, Diplodocus. Not in this route. And trying to get 20 rupees from a set of bushes is extremely unlikely. Not even worth trying. Oh, someone asked just earlier if this was a new category. Sorry, I meant to respond to you and then something happened that made me forget. Was it Lady Navi? Someone asked. Yeah, Lady Navi, what's the route I'm playing? Never seen it before. Is it new? Yes, it is. Well, the route is new. The category is not. Unrestricted glitchless is an old concept. And, it's undergoing a potential rule change that we're voting on right now. So the route will change as a result of that vote, possibly. And I'm playing what I expect the route will be. How different would it be if you needed strength to push that one block? It would be more like the restricted category, where you need to go get Saria's Song and talk to Darunia and get the bracelet and stuff. It would be pretty boring. Just extra cutscenes. We do the entire Child Spirit section early, solely to get bomb chews so that we can skip strength, so we can skip using bomb flowers. The Spirit Temple thing is one aspect, and we're also voting to change a few other rules. Voting to allow out of bounds, a couple other things that make small but impactful changes to the category. I don't know if it would be worth it at that point, Elliptic. An extra, like, 2.5 minutes in Spirit Temple might not save any time at that point. Strength skip doesn't save that much overall. Yeah, don't confuse allowing out of bounds with allowing clipping. A lot of people think that, and they're very different things. You can use clipping to get out of bounds sometimes in video games, but clipping is still a glitch. You're just allowed to be wherever you can be without using glitches, right? If you can get somewhere without using a glitch, then you're allowed to be there. That's what we're going for with allowing out of bounds. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, Gerudo Gate Skip is already in. Yeah, Diplodocus, but not specifically for that. We're voting on the mechanic that allows it to work, which is walking on walls. And it's currently being voted on in restricted and unrestricted. No. Clipping is not for hitboxes. Clipping is for solid bodies. Link in particular. Like that. No, out of bounds isn't just wherever you're not supposed to be. Out of bounds for us is anything that's, I mean, it's literally outside the boundary of the map, right? That's what out of bounds literally means. So anything beyond, like, the map's boundary walls is considered out of bounds. The technical definition is any location that has direct access to the world void. Out of bounds does not include unloaded areas, but we are voting on that too because it's reasonable to, like, treat them the same as far as if you can get somewhere without glitches, it's okay to be there. No, there's textures out of bounds. And textures also get loaded in, so, like, if you are in a room that is unloaded, you're not out of bounds because you're literally inside a room, right? But the textures aren't there. So textures aren't really a good indicator. But we're not talking about the map, Plodicus. We're talking about the literal 3D area. Doesn't matter what it looks like on a map. The maps are very garbage representations of what's actually going on. Dang. No, Kenny. I don't think so. Child Dungeons is really just a poor name for reaching the Ocarina of Time as fast as possible, not actually completing all of the dungeons you can do as Child. We need Dins solely for the Shadow Temple boss key. But yeah, if unloaded rooms were allowed, then we would be able to skip Dins going in, but we still need it inside the dungeon. That's the only place we need it. Thanks, Salt. Because there's those like wooden spike walls that close in on you. Gotta burn them with Dins. Yes, unrestricted is the faster one, which makes sense because there are fewer restrictions. It has a longer name, yes. As everyone knows, there's a very strong correlation between the length of a category's name and of its speedrun. Nuts, Ocarina, Slingshot. Yeah, I mean, the Redead Freeze is counted as clipping, because you're literally going through a wall when that happens. What's up, Star Kyler? How's it going? I'm doing great. How about you? Give me them bombs. Bombs, please. Dang. Alright, I want... that equip. No, I don't think there's any reasonable definition of clipping that would ban bridge clip. No! I haven't done this trick in so long. I have to remember how to do it. I fucked myself. Why is it called Bridge Clip? Because it's an old name from when people had no idea how this game works. And it's impossible to rename old things. Dang, dude. I should have waited an extra frame. I wasn't sure if I should. It's alright. This trick is still coming back to me. Still have to spend some time with it. Yeah, I should relearn the backup, you're right. Oh god, this is not gonna work. It might actually. It's gonna be real close. Okay. It's like the last possible frame. Oh, I forgot. I always forget to equip on those pauses because I'm so focused on making the trick work. Yeah, subquarter isn't a good name for that. Glitch just means, like, desynced from the visual. Desynced health is a good word. So that it doesn't match what's shown. Yo, MK, thanks so much for the 9-month sub, dude. How do I think RAM editor voting is gonna work? I don't know, we haven't really discussed it yet. I think everyone's kinda terrified of actually kicking off that vote. But also we were like sort of waiting for people to do science with it and like really start to develop what can be done with it. And it seems like it's just kind of a stalemate because we don't want to start the vote until more people understand everything that can be done and really flesh it out, because that's what went wrong last time. People don't want to spend time on fleshing it out that much without a vote starting and knowing whether it's going to be allowed, because then their work will be useless for runs. Like, it's just it's a big mess, and I don't know how we're going to tackle it. OOT mods haven't really dragged this hard on a vote in a very long time, but we should probably start talking about it soon. SRM discussion has, like, there's been, like, no activity in that channel, basically, Datsu. Is there a definition of glitch? No. There's no way to make a definition of a glitch. Really? It's too hard. Split the categories again! Yes, perfect. That's what we need. More categories. Oops. Oh, I wonder if I can get the triple Castle Owl skip again. I got it last time. Yeah, so the Castle Owl needs to be skipped 3 times in this run. Once on the way to getting Zelda's Lullaby, once again on the way to getting Din's Fire, and then once again leaving Castle after Din's Fire. Dude, the restore points discussion is even a bigger shit show than the SRM discussion. Like, I cannot argue with the people who say that, you know, it's a part of the game on the Wii U hardware, so you have to allow it, you know? I can't argue with that, because it's a reasonable thing to say, but also, fuck restore points, though, and that's a reasonable thing to say. What's a restore point? Wii U basically has built-in save states. Right, the difference though, Time Walk, is that this is an official feature from Nintendo, and like, everything that we have based our leaderboards around has always been Nintendo official. You're only allowed to run on Nintendo official hardware, on an official release of the game, right? You can't play on 1.0 on the Wii because Nintendo never released 1.0 on the Wii, right? So, and then, but, you know, you can do all the glitches that the Wii emulator allows for, like, you know, not crashing on GIM and all the other things that don't crash on the Wii that do crash on the N64, and we allow all that just because it's a feature of the Wii. So do you allow restore points on Wii U because it's just a feature of the Wii U? And then, what if there are glitches you can do with restore points, right? Is that allowed? Then it's just an emulator glitch, just like tons of stuff that we abuse on the Wii. It's just such a rabbit hole of a discussion, dude, and I'm very much not looking forward to it. Why am I so good at that? I'm literally 4 for 4 on that shit, dude. Literally 4 for 4. You're absolutely right, Owl, that logical consistency in a rule set is not the end-all be-all. But, I don't know. Banning a console that you can buy and play the game on seems like it's hard to argue that. Like, if someone really wants to do it, who are we to say that they can't, you know? But it's also not in the spirit of competition if you want to do that. So, like, I don't know. Rules are hard. What's up, Nico Boris? How's it going? Alright, let's go. No! Rip. I didn't get it on the way out. You're nice, Nico. Run's not bad, MacGuffin. Pretty decent so far. Definitely better than the one I got the other day. I think I had like a 118 Master Sword the other day. Alright, that's kind of a long split. I don't know if I should break that up. It's mostly cutscenes anyway, so I guess not. Yeah, that's generally the way we do it, Space Pirate. We if you've submitted any run to the OT leaderboards, you're allowed to vote. And we usually cut it off at, it has to be a run that you submitted before the discussion started, so that people can't just like see a discussion and be like, oh, I'm gonna interject my opinion. Oh, what's that? I need a run? Alright, I guess I'll learn any percent for 5 minutes and then throw up a garbage speedrun. Hey, Morbid, thanks very much for the raid. Appreciate it, dude. And thank you very much for the 9-month sub also. Thanks for good luck. How's it going? Hey, good man, thank you. Yes, I have personally discarded many a vote on the results of these vote forms from people who decide to vote anyway, knowing that they have never done a run, and after reading several places before voting that they wouldn't be counted. People always try to sneak it in anyway, though. I think the most interesting vote that I've ever had on an OOT vote forum was... Do you guys know that really old video? It's a meme at this point of some kid just showing Epona jumping over a fence. And that's the title of the video, Epona hopping over a fence. And the kid he just posts it and he's like, wow, this is a thing you can do. Like, it's the coolest thing in the world. And the kid who made that video in like 2006 or whatever it was, voted on, I think it was the SRM vote last year. He voted on that, right? And when he posted his name and that video as like proof of his contribution to the community, because you have to like post like a speedrun that you've done or some other thing that proves that you are, you know, active. And some person with a different username posted that video, and I was like, oh, that's weird. But we always try to dig into who is voting on these things. And I was able to find proof that the name that he provided, like the Discord name he provided, was linked to that YouTube account. And I was like, no fucking way, this person actually voted. And so I messaged him, and I was like, are you really this person? He's like, yes, absolutely. I don't remember if we counted his vote, to be honest. I think he did have, like, a speedrun, though, from a long time ago. I might be totally making that up, but I don't really remember. But it was just awesome to actually see his name pop up and find out that it was really him. Would I count a vote from TSA? I don't know. It's a good question. If some ridiculously inactive old speedrunner showed up and just wanted to vote out of nowhere, I don't know, I might DM them and see why they wanted to vote in the first place. Because the problem with, like, even, you know, it's a pretty good rule to say that you have to have done a speedrun in order to vote. But even that can be pretty, like, a pretty low bar sometimes. Like, you can have somebody be like, oh yeah, I did a 27-minute any percent speedrun in 2014, and I'm gonna vote on SRM now, and that's the last thing I did. Like, you don't know anything about the state of the game at this point, right? So, like, it's kind of weird to want to vote on stuff like that, but people do. I'm gonna see if I can get some bombs here. Dang. Yeah, Narcissa voted. She was pretty active last year around the time SRM got found. I was battling back and forth with her for a world record for a couple months. That was fun. didn't get crushed for some reason. Okay, here we go. Oops. Forgot to equip. Hey, coffee, thanks. Oh god, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna try though. Nah, definitely not. Pause too late. I don't like my lineup. That was awkward. Scary corner. It's not too hard. It's just scary. Like, at some point I'm going to be going a lot faster on it when I get more comfortable and I really learn the ins and outs of where I can fall most often. For now, I'm taking it safe. You're gonna make a setup for the whole thing. Oh boy. The angles are kind of garbage, so good luck. Oh god. I got you. Okay, game. Yeah, it probably would be Link, but also there's the risk of being up on the seam for even longer. And I don't know if you know, but like, you know how when you side up over the low trigger with ISG, you have to like go all the way to the top of the seam, and without ISG, doing that is pretty scary. So I don't know how worth it that's ever gonna be, just to like potentially save maximum a couple seconds, but huge risk. I don't know if I'll ever do it. Not in this category anyway. This category is never gonna be as optimized as something like Restricted. Yes, a task of this category would actually be awesome. Be very interested in seeing that. A lot of work though. The task seam walk will just be side hops. Probably bowling. I'm interested to time bowling. It's gonna be very annoying if it's faster. It's gonna be very annoying if it's faster by a lot. Let's put it that way. If it's faster by like 10 seconds, I'm never doing it. If it's faster by like a minute, then I'm gonna have some thinking to do. Oh my god. I'm gonna push it along. Then it's MM time, yeah. That's when we cut over. Well guys, it looks like I've done everything I can do in this game. But what about bowling? No, it looks like I've done everything I can do in this game. No, bowling would be to get bomb chews in the first, or bombs in the first place. You'd skip DC. No. Okay. You'd skip the bombs part of DC and you just go straight to the head from lighting the eyes from below with chews. We would get silver gauntlets in that case. We'd still do Child Spirit. We'd just get silver gauntlets at the end of Child Spirit. Hey, Ildelf, how's it going? Oh god. I hope I don't get flamed. Ho ho! Can you stop blowing me? Thank you. Equip hovers and climb. Oh, true. Yeah, good call. I think I need this equip, right? That's pretty weird. We were actually thinking of making an MST for it, Platypus. Since we skipped trials too. With a damage boost, Swanky. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I like the spots I'm splitting. I think it's good. Oh, I meant to go the other way. Rip. Muscle memory's too hard. First small key isn't as good anymore, because Hover Boots is a more substantial split now that it includes all the graveyard tricks. Hey, look, a bunch of magic I don't need. It's so funny to me how... Why am I splitting? We went from needing several full magic bars in Glitchless Restricted to needing, like, a little more than half a bar in total in this category. Oh shit. It's really fun, Coffee. Would definitely recommend learning it. Alright, let's see if I can get this. This is a pretty awkward trick. Nice. Good fight. That bomb is really nice. It's good. Did I finally get bullied out of metronome strats? Not bullied, no. I just decided to learn it. That time I probably would have used metronome, but I forgot. So I was too focused on thinking about the bomb strat. It's so weird that there's like 45 minutes left. No, I just lost my splits because a Windows update shut me down before I got to save them. Damn, that's a 13-minute split, though. That's pretty long. No. How many bombs should I have right now? Okay, like 6? I'm fine. I wish I hadn't lost that run. I was looking forward to comparing to it. Oh my god, I hate you, Mido. It was like 234, I want to say, like a low 234. Yeah, for as burly as they are, Frost Cadet, they're really weirdly weak. They have literally like 1 HP. Anything kills them. A gentle breeze kills them. Okay, next stop, Desert Colossus for the nonsense. It's bean time. One of these days I'm going to forget to plant the bean in Child 1. Yeah, nice. Well, welcome, Frost Cadet. This is a pretty new route, so it's a cool thing to watch for your first time. This is a particularly good spot to tune in, because the tricks I'm about to do are, like, brand new. And they're pretty exciting. Let's do that. So I can keep my bombs in case something bad happens. Oh, that's bad. I need to reset up from Requiem. I did a... How did I even do a forward roll? Did I flick my shield? That was pretty bizarre. One more frame. One more. Good. Two more. Oh my god. I thought I was done for. Awesome. I was so scared, dude. Alright, that's half of it. If you notice, my split says a mirror shield. Exactly, Consultant, just for the blocks in Forest Temple. Seems silly, but gotta get him. Okay, so here we go. Okay, part 2 done. Cool, cool, cool. The terror is over. I want that. I forgot to equip early. Want to take off those boots? Dude, it's really cool to have such an exciting pair of tricks in a run. Cause like, Glitchless Gate Skip was also very pause buffer heavy and very difficult. But these are just way cooler. Way more exciting. Don't do it yet? Okay, good. Whoa, how did I target him from behind? Link was trying to go so fast, he typed Bink. Whoa. Is Forest Escape a potential skip? Nah, I don't think there's gonna be any way to escape the forest without glitches. All of them require a clip of some kind. Or hovering. You think so, Tatsu? I find it really awkward walking around that arm in the first place. Just allow cutscene diving. Easy. Just sprinkle in a few little glitches here and there. Dot skip is almost glitchless. I mean, aside from the clipping part. Could you imagine if it was possible to skip the Door of Time with no glitches whatsoever, and it just needed like a precise lineup or something? This is my... The route is so new I don't really have a PB here. I did one test run the other day and it was a 2-hour and 34-minute time. So that's what we're comparing against right now, but I got a Windows update and my splits got lost. What? That was awkward. Cool. Decent RNG. Decent, decent, decent. Cool. Yeah, count. It's hard when she spawns right at the nearest one to you, though. Is it sure? Is it for sure that that's what makes it happen, though, being on the outside? Because I know that second phase doubles are very likely, or much more likely to happen if she spawns opposite you on the first shot. That's when I get like 90% of my second phase doubles. So maybe it's just a distance from Link thing? I don't know. Maybe she can't select a platform that you're standing too close to? Seems weird though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's definitely something to do with that, but Fig looked through the code and couldn't find any evidence one way or the other for why a second phase double might happen. But I agree with you, there's definitely something related to Link's position. Alright, so Forest Temple got a little bit faster and a lot a bit easier. If you guys remember those crazy hover boosts I was trying to do in the courtyard room of Forest Temple. Turns out they're not even faster than just getting the boring old floor master key. It's okay. Saves 2 bombs on the route too, so that's exciting. Saving bombs is always good. Why did I do that? Ah, no jump. Weird. Yeah, Pascaldi, the last time that happened was in the middle of last year when Exodus discovered the quick put-away stab, and everyone was like, oh my god, a new glitch that isn't SRM, that's so cool. And we were all just having fun with for a few days by setting stuff on fire, by stabbing our swords. Good times, dude. I expected him to jump slash. What? Oh, do bombs make the Wolfos back off? That's interesting. I didn't know that. That could be interesting since I do have them equipped here. I probably do have bombs to spare. I'll work it out. I need to learn this thing. Yeah, I don't really know how to do this one. Yeah, that's really smart. Do I even need shoes anymore? I don't think I do. Wait, do I? My equips are a little fucked here because I haven't redone the dock for this room instead of the hovers. Alright, let's not jump off the balcony now. So this is a glitchless any % run. I'm not sure how familiar you are with speedruns in general, but any % means that the only goal is to beat the game, and it doesn't matter how much of it you complete. Basically, any percentage of the game completed is valid. So, because we're heavily restricted on what we're allowed to do since it's a glitchless run, we do end up having to complete a lot of the game just because there's no way around it, but theoretically, anything in this category is fair game to skip if it's possible to do so without using glitches. So in this run, I'm actually not going to be getting forest, fire, or water medallions. And I'm in Forest Temple right now, but that's only because I am here to get the bow, because I need to shoot Ganondorf with a light arrow, and a bow is the only way to do that. Silver gauntlets just for that room. Well, hover boosting is solely due to the fact that hover boots decelerate slowly. Mega flips, I don't know why they work, but you keep the 18 speed the entire time you're in the air. Hover boosts, you don't. Yeah, Butter, you decelerate this at the same rate all the time. Hover boosts don't keep the speed. You just slow down slowly. Nah, Mega Flips and Mega Side Hops are just 18 speed all the time. Oh, I didn't split on both. Oops. Mega flips are glitchless in MM? Wait, why? Oh, because mega flips do slow down in MM? Really? Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. But yeah, hover boots, the way they work is just like you just are moving, and then to simulate having low friction, they make you slide around for a while until you slowly come to a stop, right? And the high-speed case of that isn't any different than just like rolling around. Because like if you roll and then put on hover boots and don't touch the analog stick, you'll slide for a little bit and then slowly come to a stop. And the same thing, if you are moving fast, it'll just take longer for you to stop. Because it's the exact same thing that's happening. And that's why hover boosting is a good thing to allow in this category, because it's not special, it's just powerful, right? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, because mega flips in MM, right, they're just backflips with a lot of initial speed, and that's the same as it is in OOT also, but, like, you can't mess with a backflip in OOT. It's a completely scripted movement, right? Like, your lateral speed is 100% scripted in OOT, whereas in MM, you can curve it, you can curve side hops, but in OOT, you're locked. So that's what's going on. That's why it doesn't decelerate in OOT, I guess, because you can't move backflips to begin with. Can you just hold down for mega flips in OOT? What do you mean? Like in the explosion? What I do for a mega flip is I hold Z and R, I roll. During the roll, I hold down, and then at some point I just press A in the explosion. That's it. And then once you're in the air, analog stick doesn't matter, just like for any backflip. Because you can't steer backflips in this game, right? What's up, Dave? I do think glitchless runs are good for beginners. You get to play a lot of the game. You get to learn good basics like movement. You get to do some cool tricks you don't see in other categories. It's definitely a good place for beginners to start. My capture card, okay, spliced. The biggest downside to glitchless as a beginner is the length. You know, it's a 4-hour category. Well, the restricted one is. It's a 4-hour category when you start to get good, which means that when you start out, it will likely be around 5. So if you have the time for that, then that's fantastic. If you don't, then I might suggest something shorter, like GSR maybe. It's funny, since my monitor is pass-through out of a capture card, if my capture card, like, gets fucked, then my monitor turns off too, because the pass-through dies. That didn't used to be the case when I was playing on a CRT, because I was splitting before my capture card. This is much cleaner though. I'm much happier on this setup. What's up, Light? Thanks for the good luck. Alright, what are we on? Like 225 pace, maybe? Yo, Dave, thanks for the 58 bits. Thanks for good luck. Alright, there's not much left between here and the end. Got the trial skip damage boost. And then just some fights, and that's it. See if we can one-cycle Ganon, or Ganondorf this time. I should practice that, it's been a while. Also, I have a fucking eyelash caught tickling all my other eyelashes. It's the worst. One more. Oh my god, dude, come on. No. One more frame. Buffering in here is hard, it's very fast. that's not gonna work. Dude, come on. Why do I find this so hard? Okay, we're in. Oh, whoops, that's not a split. Hey, Rich, thanks for good luck. Ooh, got the double. Thanks, Volt. Weird fight. No! I was looking for the bonk open, not just the bonk. Oh, shit. The desync is so annoying, dude. It's hard to predict when it's gonna happen. I stayed in their faces, though, because I knew I could tank a hit. All right. Just me and you, Mr. G. Dorf. May your vulnerability frames be long. So with this guy, I gotta stab him 10 times. The first 3 are free, and after that, each stab is a 2-frame window. And if I miss it, then I have to shoot another light arrow after. Yes, almost certainly, Springs. Hover boosting is pretty strong, and out of bounds is pretty strong also. You guys ever notice he's just got like hearts and X's and squares on his carpet trim? So cute, Ganondorf. On the back there, the gold. He hoped you'd notice. Oh my god, garbage. Very, very bad. Okay. At least I cleaned it up on the second phase. It's been a few weeks since I practiced this strat. Gotta get back to it. Dude, your hands are enormous. I never really noticed that. Fucking sausage fingers. It should have been quicker. It should have been quicker, Frost Cadet. Could have done it in one cycle, but I missed my 2-frame window for the stabs. His eyes are just open as he's laying there dead, staring at the ground. Alright, can I get the 225 out of this? Might be a little close. Might be a 26. Yeah, me too, Sai. It's a good length. It scratches an itch that there's no good OOT categories at this length. MST is a half hour faster. Hundo is a half hour longer. 2.5 hours is really nice. Long enough to feel substantial. Short enough to not be a drag. This with faster quests would probably be like, I want to say close to an hour and a half. Which is just hilarious. Dude, come over here, please. I still can't believe that we do Ganon with Deku Nuts as our main strat now. I'm gonna regret that when I miss 3 Deku Nuts on Ganon. Okay, this is definitely... Actually, no, wait. It could still be a 25. Okay. It could still be a 25 by a little bit. Although that reference that I have in my head is with Power Crab Stabs on Phase 1, so it might not be. It's gonna be close. The total time save on this route is going to be close to an hour, dude. My record on the old route is 3:22. And this is going to be a 2:25. Literally just with like out of bounds and hover boosts. It's wild. Imagine what SRM will do. You think we can sneak SRM into a glitchless category? I think we can. We can come up with some bullshit excuse. Yeah, for sure, Link. But I don't know. Elevator early is just such a far-fetched thing. You can boomerang a Skulltula and just leave the room. Hello, Lord Ganon. I'm about to throw some nuts at your butt. Hope you enjoy. Dang, no 25. Pretty close though. Did that take more, like one more hit than usual? I thought it did. All right, 226.03, very nice. Oh, true, yeah, 10 on phase 1 instead of 12. That makes sense. That makes sense. The world record before the new route is a 322 by me, set a very long time ago because this category is not very active. So, yes, it is demolished by a lot. Assuming that, so we're voting on the rules for this category, and if the vote goes through and the rules go the way I think they will, and the route that I just did becomes the true way to run it, then this represents a 56-minute world record. All right, cool stuff. Let's see. I started a little late today, so I'll probably end here. I don't want to do anything else at 11 o'clock. So thank you guys for watching. Super fun run, super fun stream. I'll be back on Thursday.